Retired Sgt Dan Lauzon was born in Timmins, Ontario, and dreamed of joining the military. Nikki Wesley spoke with him about his experience and what life after service has been like.
Ever since I've been 16 years old, I wanted to be in the armed forces. I was a patriotic young fella, and I wanted to leave town and visit the world.
He joined the infantry at 18, heading to Gagetown, New Brunswick, and joining the Royal Canadian Regiment. After months of training, he was sent to Germany.
My dreams were being answered. Here I am in a foreign country with a lot of beer. I was in motor platoon, so we were, motor platoon is a platoon where you have an 81 millimeter motor, which is about this high, and the bombs are about this big, or maybe a little longer, depending what type of bomb you use. And you throw bombs down a tube. And I was in that platoon for 3 years.
He returned to Canada and, a few years later, became an instructor at the Canadian Forces Recruit School in Cornwallis, Nova Scotia, where he was stationed for 3 years.
It was excellent. You see them as they come in, and then you see them as they leave, and you know I did my job. And the parents were saying, they've completely changed. I don't recognize the person. Well, their hair is cut, you know, they're short, and they're in uniform, and they're proud to be in uniform, and they want to show their parents, hey, look at me, I made it.
In 1987, Dan was promoted to sergeant and posted to 1 RCR in London.
Now we're going up to 91, getting ready to go to Desert Storm. It was on television when they first attacked Baghdad, and we watched it on CNN. The next day we were on the aircraft on our way over. We were just outside Kuwait doing security for the Canadian Field Hospital and the British Field Hospital. They were joined together, and prisoners would come in and wounded, and we would have to check them to make sure that they weren't carrying weapons on them or hidden weapons before they even went into the hospital. The ones that were not wounded would go to the POW camp.
He shares the story of the one morning he will never forget.
So I go outside the tent, and it's pitch black. It's 10 o'clock in the morning, and I'm going, something wrong with my watch? So I go and shave. I come back, and there's oil on my face. That was when they lit up the oil where it was just burning.
Upon returning home, they were given a hero's welcome, but some downplayed their contribution, saying they didn't go to war.
We're saying, well, what do you mean we didn't go to war? Well, you didn't actually fight. Yeah, but the wounded were there, and the dying were there.
Sgt Lauzon was not deterred and sent to Somalia on Boxing Day of 1992.
We landed and dug trenches, and our platoon would go out for 4 days, do our missions, come back and replenish. Now, while we were out doing the missions, we would go to a village and clean it out to make sure that there weren't any weapons or ammunition or explosives in their little huts. We also did roadblocks and checked the vehicles coming in.
After a 6-month tour, he came home, but civilian life didn't feel the same.
When you're out on a mission or out in a theater of war, your adrenaline's running all the time. I found myself wanting to go back because it wasn't the same. I guess I like the adrenaline going through all the time. Once you lose that, it's like you're missing something.
His wife, Deb, said he'd changed. He was drinking, getting into fights, and not fighting back.
I just didn't care. I didn't care about anything. And she said, if you don't get any help, I'm out of here. So I went and saw the doc, and they sent me to Ottawa, and Ottawa said I had PTSD. And
the doctor pulled him from a tour to Bosnia. He was medically released in 1996 with PTSD and difficulties with both legs.
But for 10 years, there was nothing. I didn't play music. Anything that I enjoyed, I just stopped. I was just numb.
A doctor sent him to a PTSD program with other soldiers. It made all the difference.
So then I went to the Legion, and I was asked to be the veterans officer for the Legion in Burlington. Gosh, I've been doing it ever since. I'm helping lots and lots of veterans.
He also joined the Color Guard, hoping to feel the camaraderie of the military again.
And wear a uniform again and feel good about it. And being able to help with the drill and so on and so forth. I love drill.
Today, he spends his free time making music and performing as an award-winning Frank Sinatra impersonator. He's also ensuring that veterans get the help they need.
Feels great because I know what it's like when there's nothing there. Dealing with Veterans Affairs, not knowing how to fill out paperwork. A lot of them are fairly senior. I had one just call me about 3 weeks ago. He was 97. Thanks to the people of Burlington, the Poppy Fund has a lot of money that they can spend on a veteran, and that's just fantastic.